What is going on, everybody? Welcome back here to the College Hoops 2K22 My Career, featuring Frederick Adkins, as Kansas State has just landed the #1 player in the country, and a shocking commitment for sure. But Frederick wants to take on the challenge of taking a smaller school and really turning them around into a contender. Maybe it's just for 1 year, but hey, we're going to go compete for a national championship. We'll play some fun games in the Big 12. We got a pretty easy schedule to start, I must say. As we do look at the top 25, though, here real quick, we'll see Gonzaga, UCLA, Kansas, Villanova at the top. The rest goes as follows. This is probably the last time you'll see it like this, as, of course, with college basketball, the season changes very rapidly. So take a good look. You'll probably never see it the same again. But as I said, we will start against Davidson, and then we'll play a few cupcakes. But then we'll go into the battle for Atlantis, which will be really fun. We got teams like Purdue and Arizona and others that will hopefully compete against in that, which will be a lot more competition than to begin here. But every great player needs some great players around him, and, well, Frederick doesn't really have that. But he does have a supporting cast of teammates that he will be playing with, is the best way I could put it. Nigel Pack is probably the best player that we're playing with, or Mark Smith. Both of them will be the two probably most impactful players playing alongside Frederick. Mark Smith, undersized player, good rebounder for his size, though. Also a decent scorer. Nigel Pack can get buckets. That's what he does. He's a bucket getter. Marquise Noel, a transfer as well, who can get buckets, but they are a little bit smaller. That's the thing. This team is somewhat of a smaller team, and then the few big guys that we do have, they can't stretch the floor at all. So that's where Frederick kind of does fit in perfectly. He'll be able to use his size to play down low, but at the same time, he can initiate offense if he needs to. But we do have other players that can initiate the offense, so he doesn't need to be the lone guy to do it. If we do remember from the Richard Ball series, I didn't need to be the initiator. It's literally what Paolo Banchero does, but I sort of just did it, and I'm going to try to do differently this series. Try to run more plays, run a true college offense. I think it'll be a little more fun that way. But we do have our first game of the season against Davidson. Let's get right into it. Tip off here. Kansas State and Davidson ready to get underway. Let's get this one. My goal defensively for this team is I'm just going to basically hover around my man, but in reality, I'm going to probably try to drop and swat shots as I should have done right there. Oh, well. All right. Offensively, I just kind of want to weave. Oh, got him a drop. Finish that, please. Oh, wow. Tough finish. All right. Trying to get some screens. I'm trying to get Pack going. There we go. Get him around. Get down low. Oh, no way. Oh, wow. We got some good finishers on this team. I didn't expect that. Oh, this time tipped by Pack. Nope. Right into... Yeah. All right, I'm going to try to get some offense for myself here. This time not going anywhere, getting it down low and getting swatted. Got to stop that real quick. It's not for a while. There we go. All right, back in. We're up by 8 now. Davidson really can't do anything. Backing down. All right, Pack, trying to get me the ball. Down low, wide open. Got to finish that. First career bucket for Frederick. Outside. I'm really taking it slow with this game. I'm not trying to be too aggressive here, but if I have the opportunity, I'm going to drive, finish over him. Easy. All right, I'm kind of getting the flow of the offense a little bit better here. This time tipped right to them, and I'm cherry picking, going the other way. No, I wanted to drive. Okay, green bean. I'll take it. We're on a nice little run here. 22-10 is the score here in the first half. Pushing it. This time, Miguel up to me. Adkins going all the way and finishing with a slam. We are really taking it to him right now. Oh, I should have been there. Ah, that's bad. Did bad rotation by me. All right, I'm going to take it here. I'm feeling kind of hot offensively, just driving past and getting the slam. I've taken full control of this game by myself offensively. Oh, that's a nice kick. That was my guy, but nice pass. Subbed out. So the first half is coming to a close here. Shot doesn't go. We're up by 14 here. The half-court heave doesn't go either. Kansas State 36, Davidson 22. I was set to check in, but, you know, just in time. Halftime hits. We're looking good in this one, that's for sure. Back here in the second half. This time driving and finishing quick. I'm trying to push it the other way. I was doing a lot for the offense last time. This time no good. Offensive board. Why would you pass it? I was probably button jamming. That was probably my fault. Miguel this time for 3. He gets it to go. 15-point lead. We're up big in this one. This time, the pump, the drive, and the hard foul. Ooh, little chippy getting this one. This time it's Lee with it. He's going to drive. How did I not get that? How did I not block that? I was literally right there. 13-point lead, though. Not too worried about it. This time it's Pack driving it out. I'm trying to set him a screen. He's going around. I'm wide open for three. Gotta hit that. Oh, God. It's getting a little bit closer now. The offense is kind of stalled a little bit. This time, picking it off. I saw that from a mile away. Frederick the other way with the finish. Finishing in a hard 13-point lead. Looking majestic on his way to a slam. Frederick Adkins making plays. This time, kicking it out to Pack. Trying to set the screen again. Just trying to really get him going. Getting him a lane. Finishing easy. Frederick this time, driving. Getting down low. Putting it up. And, oh my God, is he injured? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Frederick just rolled his ankle going up for that layup right there. Oh my God. I actually was not expecting this. I honestly thought I turned injuries off. But wow, injuries, they are a twist in reality, and that is going to change a lot of things in this series. Oh my God, Frederick going out with an injury. So Frederick got hurt. And now we have almost blown this game entirely. Pack has it on the outside. We only have a 2-point lead. This really shows how valuable I am. It was tied before I started watching. This time going down low. They're trying to make a play. Davidson. Fade away. No way that goes. Rebound. Nice. This time, Pack getting fouled. Come on, Pack. Send us home. Oh, no. 3-point game, they need one. This time a three. Doesn't go. Rebound, Kansas State. And a foul. Hopefully that'll do it. Got to make some free throws. We did it. Scathed away out of Davidson, but Frederick Adkins has gone down with an injury. Looked like an ankle injury. So that will be assessed after this game, changing everything for this dynasty. Now, do we even keep playing? If you are an NBA prospect, would you realistically sit out if you're playing for Kansas State? Or would you try to compete? That'll be the questions out. It all depends on the severity of the injury, so I guess we'll find out after the game and after a couple days, so we'll figure that out. As we see here, Frederick did have 14, 2-4, not too crazy, but yeah, I still led the game in scoring even though I missed half of it, so that just goes to show. And then we blew it down the stretch as soon as I got hurt. They just went on this crazy run. They got some momentum, and it really changed the entirety of the game. So Frederick only out 1 to 2 weeks, just a sprained left ankle. I thought it would be a lot worse, but luckily just a sprained ankle, so he'll be back in a couple weeks, just in time for the battle for Atlantis. But we have a few games before that, some cupcake games actually. So Chattanooga was our first game. We barely squeezed out of that one. Barely getting the win here. We should be doing a lot better than that, especially against Chattanooga, which is concerning at this point because really showing the value that just Frederick has. But let's take a look at the landscape of college basketball as it stands right now. So number 2 UCLA took on number 4 Villanova. UCLA squeezed out that win 69-62. Kansas, Michigan State, Duke, and Kentucky played in the Champions Classic tip-off, of course, as they always do. Kansas took care of business against Michigan State, and Duke barely beating number 10 Kentucky. So nice little start there for them. Seton Hall, as saw with Richard Ball's series, they beat Michigan this time. So will they do it again, make a nice little run this season? I guess we'll see. Memphis this time ends up beating number 22 Auburn. Gonzaga ends up beating Texas. North Carolina and Baylor slugged it out, and North Carolina ended up on top. And then Iowa, Keegan Murray, and the Hawkeyes end up beating number 15 Houston. Houston, the team that made it to the Final Four last year with a lot of promise, so falling to Iowa here pretty early. Maybe not the start they were looking for, but with the college basketball season, it is very long. Indiana ends up beating number 25 Virginia. Tennessee just squeaks out a win against number 24 UConn. The University of San Francisco has upset Oregon 80-71. And then Purdue just barely beating Florida State. Purdue is a team that will actually face in the first round of the battle for Atlantis. So exciting to see them where they will shape up when we do get to finally play them. Jaden Ivey, they got a great team there. Kansas State here in the second game without Frederick, barely winning, 71-69, barely giving out a win. We should be beating Oral Roberts by a whole lot more. I mean, even without me, there's no reason why we should be this bad. Valparaiso, the same thing, barely beating them. So a tough start for this season to the team. We are 4-0. Hey, we're 4-0. We'll take 4-0 anyway we can get it. But against these cupcake teams, we shouldn't be losing these games. And then if we look at the week after that for college basketball, UCLA and Gonzaga slugged it out. UCLA having a tough start to their schedule, but they beat Villanova, barely lost to Gonzaga, so pretty respectable start for them. George Mason upset number 21 Maryland. Florida State getting some redemption after losing to Purdue. They end up beating number 5 Texas. And then Alabama with an absolute blowout of Ohio State, making their presence felt. The Tide are currently undefeated and rose the ranks pretty fast after that win. Villanova ends up getting their redemption in the Pac-12, this time against Arizona. USC and Houston end up battling it out. And in the end, USC is the winner. So Houston with 2 quick losses, knocking them probably out of the top 25. Same with Oregon as they lose to BYU here pretty early in the season. And then Louisville beating Iowa State. Iowa State, a team that we will face a couple times come Big 12 play. So nice to just keep an eye on all of our Big 12 opponents. And then last slate of games here, Oklahoma State getting absolutely slaughtered by number 6 Michigan. Mississippi State losing to number 23 St. Bonaventure, so St. Bonnie proving why they are ranked. UConn getting some redemption against West Virginia. And then Texas Tech, unranked, which is pretty shocking, get the win against Wisconsin. So they will maybe move up in the ranks. I guess we will see. But college basketball, there's going to be a whole lot more upsets. I'm going to try to keep track of the season a little bit better than I did last time in terms of showing scores and stuff along those lines. But what we'll look at next is the top 25. So as we look at it here, Gonzaga, Kansas, Alabama, and UCLA round up your top 4. Villanova, Purdue, a team that we will face. Memphis, Michigan, North Carolina, Duke, and Kentucky. So a whole lot more fun games coming our way. Texas has lost 2 games already, but granted it was to Gonzaga and Florida State. So 2-2. They're the only 2-loss team that is currently in the top 25. Some new faces as well. You got USC, you got BYU, you have Iowa, Virginia Tech even, Seton Hall. So some new teams making their way to the top 25. But as I said, a lot is going to change this season. So I hope you guys did enjoy this first episode of the series. I'm excited to keep it going. Please leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great day, of course. Goodbye.